One more turn for you.
How far can we travel by glider in 7 days? This was our mission in summer 2022. Together with Felix, we started this exciting trip in Germany, flew around the airspace of Paris, up to the Baltic Sea and down to the Alps. We covered a distance of nearly 3,900 kilometers across Europe in only 46 flying hours. This extreme trip was not always easy. Heavy thunderstorms, low saves, and we needed to avoid any outlanding without ground crew and without an engine in our sailplanes.
The LS3 is fully packed up for adventure. I will travel by glider for about 5 or 7 days, we will see. And I don't know yet where to fly, but today I will fly to Pirmasens.
Oh shit.
Everything is in the glider. Good not to have a engine or sustainer in there, because otherwise you would not have the space I have here. I have a small tent with me, but I will talk about this later on the trip. So let's go!
My trip started here at Donauwörth, and after an unexpected night in Marpingen, we already landed in France, south of Paris, after our second flight. We covered a distance of 845 kilometers.
My dad is touring today with a monsoon.
Kennekingen släppt upp för det Wetterstadt. Jawohl.
This is a great moment when your glider starts to fly, but this also reminds me that we need to find a way to launch every day. We are dependent on aero clubs and kind people who help us with an aero tow or winch launch every morning. Otherwise we are stuck and it will be a long trip back home by train.
Alpha November, vielen Dank, ausgeklingt.
Stefan, ja gut,
Dankeschön. So I released here in 400 meters above ground level, and now I'm off to Pirmasens. About 250 kilometers, direct straight flight, but I will need to make a small detour to get around Stuttgart, and I think the weather conditions are so good so that I can fly some more kilometers today. Here at the moment it's not working great, it's really hot air, so the thermals are not so good today, and I'm struggling a little bit to get higher here. So yeah, I'm trying one cloud after the other, and the cloud rates they are getting weaker and weaker. The last time I tried to thermal with 1 meter per second. But if you start and have the first thermal of the day with 2.5 to 3 meters per second, you really want to have some other good thermals here on the way as well. This feels good. Yes, finally. Now here in 2000 meters, it is getting colder and it's time to relax, to eat, to drink. Let's try to trim it. It's so nice. Oh, it's still working great. flying a glider, enjoying the nice air. Wow. I'm traveling without any energy. Only about 3 or 4 liters for the start.
When I walk all over you, and your blood is in the water, and you go straight through.
Here this big industry, these big factories here down there, they are producing a lot of thermal energy, so that's why here is always a good climb rate. But it's so bumpy.
You just seem to have one single thing in mind. I'm casting out dates.
So unbelievable. I'm here in nearly 2,600 meters and watching the big planes from the Airspace Ramstein starting and landing. So cool. There's a huge one directly at the start. We'll wait until it will launch. And I don't know what's going on here, but I'm next to the cloud and climbing. The big problem now is that there in the higher area south of Pirmasens there are some thunderstorms, or at least some big rain showers, and I think they are developing, so they are getting bigger and bigger. So I need to time exactly when I want to be back there, and I will have a hangar place for the glider tonight. So that's really awesome, but I need to take care of these thunderstorms here. Well, this was the wrong direction, and it was not getting stronger, the thermal. That's why I made the turn in the other direction, not to waste any height or time. And then here on the left hand side you can already see the first big rain showers getting down. Wow. But there's no cloud above me. I'm climbing. And this looks so spooky over there with the thunderstorms, the rain showers. But I want to get more to the shower, because usually you have a great lift over there. .3 meters per second. Have a look at the Top Meteo app. Here are the first raindrops on the canopy. Whee! Yeah, now I really need to hurry to get a good climb, then fly as close as possible to Pirmasens. I'm not sure if it is possible anymore. I have two options now. I can fly to this cloud, it looks amazing, it's in the sun, but it's away from my destination. Or I can try this darker cloud over there, which also looks good, but there's no sun on the ground, and so it might be dying already. And then this cloud on the left hand side might also not work anymore because of the airspace. That went quick. That went really quick here. I didn't expect it that it is so difficult. Ooh, I found here a thermal, which feels good, but I'm so close to this airspace. I'm just trapped here in this airspace and bad weather situation. I need to fly there. Over there is the rain shower. And I can't glide through the rain because the glider will fall down, because the profile, the wings are destroyed with the small drops on the wing. So now the plan is to just slow down, wait and try to gain as much height as possible, which is not so easy, and I don't know where it's starting to rain, because this cloud looks still okay, but I'm not sure if there's already some rain from the upper cloud. Would have been so much better to just fly to Pirmasens, but that's flying. You always make some mistakes. Ah, shit. This one is so important to stay airborne, but I don't see any chance to get to Pirmasens today. But at least I have more time in the air, which is also fine. Always see the positive things. There was lightning. Oh shit. Please no hail. I made my final decision. I will land at Marpingen, unfortunately not in Pirmasens. Let's hope that I will get airborne tomorrow. They can get an air tow. Ahead of me there's the Thunderstorm, already past the area of Marpingen. strange landing. So everything is sorted now. The glider is in the hangar. I have a room for this night, which is also good because we will have some more rain. And now it's time for a pizza. Always great to meet the new people. They are so kind. Someone drove me to the restaurant to get a pizza, and yeah, very cool. So now it's time to charge the batteries. Also the power bank for the cameras and the equipment, and this is the bed for tonight. And outside it is raining. I hear some thunders. It's slightly raining, so everything is fine. The glider's in the hangar and I can sleep well here tonight and don't care about the glider. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Hi Felix, great flight.
Now that